these things are terrible, but the gun doesn't do the shooting, the people do. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment. I ran on the Second Amendment, among many other things, and I will always protect the Second Amendment.
Mr. President, we're learning that there are now 2 deceased following that shooting at Florida State University. Following and amid that, is there any changes that you want to see to gun legislation? Anything you see broken with gun laws in our country?
I'm going to have to look. I'm a big advocate of the Second Amendment. I have been from the beginning. I protected it, and these things are terrible. But the gun doesn't do the shooting. The people do. It's a phrase that's used probably too often. I will tell you that it's a shame. I'm just hearing about it now. I just hear about it. I know the area very well. I know the school very well. I know everything about it. It's Florida. And we'll have more to say about it later.
What do you mean when you say there will be more to say about it?
Only in terms of what happened. As far as legislation is concerned, this has been going on for a long time. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment. I ran on the Second Amendment, among many other things. And I will always protect the Second Amendment.
Shit. Oh my gosh. You guys okay? Yeah. Oh my God.
We're good.
Oh my gosh. What the hell?
Police responded immediately, engaged, neutralized, and apprehended the shooter. So 2 victims are deceased, and 5 individuals have been transported to a local hospital with gunshot wounds. The shooter has also been transported to a local hospital.
The shooter is 20-year-old Phoenix Ikner, and he's the son of a Leon County Sheriff deputy. Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, and that was one of the weapons that was found at the scene. And we will continue that investigation into how that weapon was used and what other weapons perhaps he may have had access to. The alleged shooter was also a long-standing member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office Citizen Advisory or Youth Advisory Council. So he has been steeped in the Leon County Sheriff's Office family, engaged in a number of training programs that we have. So it's not a surprise to us that he had access to weapons.
Saw the gunman get out of his car, and he emerged with a shotgun, and there was another boy wearing a white polo shirt who I saw him take aim at him, and apparently, as I heard from him later, he pulled the trigger, heard a click, and the gun didn't go off. And he rushed back to his car and then emerged with a handgun, and at this point, the guy who I saw earlier, he had already taken off. There was a girl by where there's a little stage over there. She was standing right about there, and I saw him take aim at her, and he fired off about 2 shots. And after that's when I left the scene. I booked it, and on my way over here, there were some people coming in, and me and the guy in the white shirt were yelling at them like, "Do not go over there. The shooter, you can hear it. You need to so we called 911 and also pressed the emergency button in the DeGraff tunnel right there. And as we were doing that, we heard some more shots go off. And afterwards, we were standing by DeGraff Hall, telling people, we were still on the phone with the police at that point, and we were telling people coming in, do not go towards campus, you need to leave, just go home. And then there was a flood of people coming from the Student Union crossing Tennessee Street, and as they were crossing, we heard about 6 to 8 more shots go off. And then after that, I went back to my apartment. I didn't hear anything else after that, but for about 30 minutes afterwards, I heard helicopters, sirens going off. I got lucky today. I really did. I really, really did.
I was looking at my phone while I was walking, and I hear a crack. I immediately knew this to be a gunshot. And as soon as I heard that, obviously, look up, it got my attention. There was a brief pause, and then I hear about 5 to 6 and 6 to 8, a handful of follow-up shots in quick succession. And then I also see smoke rising from this individual. He was about 6 foot tall white male with brown curly hair, wearing a garnet red polo and brown khaki shorts. He was shooting some kind of a handgun, one-armed. He was shooting at a black female in a red dress. That black female ran around this temporary stage towards the Revetta building. As soon as I heard that going on, I hightailed it out of there, ran through the Union. As I was running through the Union, I pointed at multiple people and said, "You call 911, call 911 now, we have an active shooter." Ran across the street, stopped a car that was kind of stopped at Woodward. And I pointed him in the male that was driving, and I said, "You call 911 right now, active shooter." I continued running into the first kind of building that I could find cover in, which was the FSU Card Center Parking Services office. Go in there, I immediately call the police, give them my preliminary report.